Well, suffer.
Contest of speed.
Contest of speed.
Contest of speed.
Contest of speed.
Welcome back to Contest of Speed. Had a bit of a leave of absence here. Back in the saddle again. It's great to be back. I'm your host, Electric Entree, in the booth, joined by my boy Sweens. We're coming at you live from Miami, Florida, for the Miami Grand Prix, and looks like we've got a wet one out there today. Heavy rain in the forecast. Sweens, staying dry out there or what? Oh,
we are currently at the Hard Rock, and as you said, it is wet. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, as you were saying, it is very wet outside. It is currently a storm. It is soaking wet, so it's going to be interesting to see how these drivers execute in qualifying on a completely wet track. Wow, it's racing night.
Yeah, completely wet, full wets, full wet tires on the cars, and yeah, we see it there. We got a couple guys, looks like Mindset, Mel Carton, and Gio out on inners now, but everybody else looks to be on the wets for the moment. And we've got some outlaps going on. Actually, yeah, we've got a grid of 18, and we've got 5 in the pit still. So 13 on track already, hitting it hard. And we're on board now with Vamu Nubel in the McLaren. So he's coming around on his outlap. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. We had last night AM2. Had some rain during the race, but it was a dry quali session. This will be interesting. If it's dry during the race, how do you, balancing your setup for quali versus race? It's going to be interesting for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. I would assume most of these drivers are probably going for a dry setup and just, trying to just hang on and balance on that tightrope going through this track, because it's a very high speed, high corner track. And, like I said, who's going to execute the best here on a full wet? And I'm excited to see who's going to, have the best output.
Yeah, and this is a tricky track. A lot of slow corners. You got to rely on the mechanical grip a lot, and with the rain, that really throws a wrench in it, because all your high speed, a lot of high speed straights, long straights, but then all these little corners, they're slow, medium speed, and having to rely on the tires. But with the wet track, that makes it tricky. And Vamu coming out of Sector 1 with a purple Sector 1, as I believe he's the first one on track. He's coming around now, coming out of Sector 2. Let's see, if he sets a purple Sector 2, I think that'll be, yep. Oh. Tripa Goat with the fastest lap of 140.7. So Vamu was not first out on track, but he did set that purple Sector 1. And he's coming to
benchmark. Oh,
yeah.
As we're saying, he is drifting. Yeah.
Yeah, getting a little sidey, and he's got a purple Sector 2 as well. So Vamu looking like he's on pace to take the fastest lap from Tripa Goat here. Chubb Tucker coming in almost exactly a second behind with a 141.7. Vamu coming around final corner now. And he's just leaning into the power without getting loose. Oh, wow, and then he slides around that second to final turn. Comes across fastest lap, 140.05. That's Vamu with your provisional pole. And times are starting to come in now. A lot of 141s, a lot of 142s. Vamu, 7/10 ahead of the next fastest, Tripa Goat, with that 140.7. So very good first lap for him here in the rain. And interestingly, Gio, we said Gio and Mindset, and there was one other that had the Male Carton on the intermediate tires. Gio, he set a lap of 142.3. Mindset's out now on an out lap. It looks like, yeah, he's went to the full wets. So must have been a little info there. Wow, see him sliding around. And these guys are really struggling to keep the power down and hold traction. Mindset coming out of Sector 1 now. 35.6. That's a purple Sector 1. So good pace. Good pace on the full wets. See the puddles on track. The rain's coming down. The spray's coming off. And if this weather holds up for the race, this will be very just trying to see, especially off the start, be a lot of water getting thrown around here. Okay, so sounds like my Sweens is having some technical difficulties here. So sorry for the dead air. We're trying to troubleshoot a bit here. Sorry. Okay. So we got a bit of an issue with connection for Sweens. So try to keep this rocking and rolling though. All right. So Mindset, fastest lap, 1:39.0. A full second ahead, or almost a full second ahead of Vamu. And Vamu was almost a full second ahead of Tripa Goat, who's on an out lap now. And then Mindset coming in almost a second ahead of that. So we've got one Mindset, first one in the 1:39s. Vamu coming in the 1:39s as well now. And then we go into the 1:40s. All the way up to P7. Or P8. And then we go the 1:41s and 1:42s to finish out. We still have 3 drivers yet to set a lap. But they are out on track, looks like, except for Stubley. So let's see. We'll go here. Let's jump on board Jay Supreme here. Coming through Sector 3 now. And looks like he's done okay. He's keeping the power down. He's not sliding around. Good traction. He's going to cross the line, and that's going to put him in P7 with a 140.774. And that just leaves Stubley in the V-carb to set a lap. And he's remaining in the pits. So 17 of 18 drivers have set a time ranging from 1:39.0 to 1:44.7. And one of the ones who really wants to improve, he's had a rough go so far in AM1 this season. Chubb Tucker in that V-carb. He's coming around on his out lap now. Mel Carton setting the fastest lap at 1:39.059. Just slightly ahead of Mindset there. Beating him out by 7 thousandths of a second. Chubb getting his lap started now. Coming through turn 1, kind of slow. But these wet tires, they a little rough for traction and keeping speed up through the turns. Very good at channeling the water away. That's about it, really. But in conditions like this, that's what you got to go with. Coming through these, see him start to lose a little bit of traction there. It starts to slide a little bit. Manages to catch it though. Coming around easy, and I think nice and smooth going to be the order of the day here in these conditions. Does a good job of staying under the car, though. And Fragley has left. So we'll try and re-invite him because I think Swings is still working on his connection here. Mindset retaking fastest lap at 1:37.8. That's a huge improvement for Mindset. We've got 6 minutes 45 seconds to go in this qualifying session. Chubb coming now out of Sector 2. And he's down almost 3 seconds from his previous time. And that'll be a pretty solid time for him if he can keep it up through here. But we see his ERS is down. He's 10% battery coming down this last straight. And will it be enough? Continues being nice, smooth, easy on the inputs. Final corner now. He was down 3 seconds, and he's going to improve by over 3 seconds to move up to P2 with a 138.446. Excellent lap from Chubb Tucker. Moving him up to P2. He's struggled a lot this season so far. Struggled in Japan. Just hasn't been able to get a good rhythm going. But you know, not to jinx it, things may be looking up for him. Great lap. Stubley out on track now. The only one not to set a lap yet. And it's still raining. He's got the full wets. Here at the end of Sector 2, comes through the chicane, right over the curb without invalidating. And he's got a purple sector 2 there. Coming down the final straight.
Yeah, it looks like these drivers are definitely executing well. It looks like we have COS mindset with the and Mail. As I'm speaking, Mail Carton sets the fastest lap. I was just about to make the point of, is the Inters the right tire? And it apparently is a 137.2. Great execution there. Will we see a 136? That is pretty low right there in the 137. So let's see. Looks like mindset will be coming back out. Looks like on Bandu looks like he's on a hot lap right now. Looks like he might be out of gas actually.
Oh no. Welcome back, by the way. And we've got Sabanuel. He's joined in here in quali. And so we had one. Stubley was yet to set a lap. He comes out, puts in P4 with a 138.4 on his first lap. And now Sabanuel yet to set a lap. He's in the pit, but he just joined. Bandu does not look like he will be improving on his time. He's up 2 seconds for this lap. We got a yellow flag. Looks like, is that mine? No, it's not mindset. That must be Gio letting him by. Gio has invalidated. Hits the wall as he enters the pit lane. Let's see who else we have on a lap here. On board with Serrazzle. Looked like he's trying to get a little bit of a tow from lead the follower. That McLaren leading him through this this back stretch. And he is on a hot lap. He's currently sitting at a 140.8. And he'd like to improve, sitting P15 now. Staying right behind that McLaren. Or is that lead the follower in front of him, or is that... No, yeah, that is lead the follower in front of him. Okay. So yeah, lead the follower, give him a bit of a tow. They're coming into this final section here. And lead the follower setting a purple sector 2 there. He needs that. He's
really draining his battery too.
Oh, absolutely. There you are. Okay. I thought you cut out again.
I'm not sure if the connection's going through, but it looks like he is on a speeder right now. Will he have a fast lap here? Let's see. And he does. He has the fastest lap with a 135.8. Oh my goodness, the execution there was fantastic. And it is still raining here, folks.
Meanwhile, Serrazzle, we were on board with him earlier. He was right behind lead the follower. Thought maybe he was trying to get a bit of a tow, and he's actually dropped down to P17 now with that 140.8. Not able to improve, but he may be on for another lap here. I'm not sure. But we have Sabanuel, who joined late here in quali. Got a minute 45 left. He's on his out lap now. Looks like he will have enough time to get at least one hot lap here. As Vamu goes P1 with a 134.6. Lead the follower taking that pole position. Vamu coming in and taking it from him. Camp Tizzle putting it into P2 with a 135-1. And we got a bunch coming across the line now, shaking up the order a bit. Currently sitting McLaren, 2 McLarens in the top 5 with Vamu in P1, lead the follower P4, Camp Tizzle P2 in that Red Bull, and then Kryptonic Swang P3 with a 135-5. We're currently on board with Sabanuel and the Alpine. Only one not to set a lap, and he's going to have one go at it here. We just crossed the 1 minute threshold as he crosses the line to start his hot lap. So we'll go on board with Sabanuel here. See what he's got. And you can see the rain. Yeah, the rain has lifted. There's not any puddles on the track anymore. So this is good. We see the lap times coming down accordingly. Seb burning his ERS through this first DRS zone. Or I guess technically second DRS zone. Coming out through these little S's before the chicane. Doing a good job keeping the car under him. Clean through the chicane. Coming out sector 2, looks like he's going to have a bit of a tow. Bro. ...197 miles per hour down the straight. Here we go. He's got to beat a 134.6. And he's not going to do it, but he's going to be real close. He's going to go P2 with a 134.7. That'll put him right between Chubb and Vamu. And that's qualifying over him. He had 1 lap to go, and he made it count. Huge P2 for the Alpines. Meanwhile, Vamu, he's on another lap. He's got P1. He's looking to increase his lead here. Make sure he retains that P1 coming out of the qualifying session. Time's up. Crossing the line will end the session. And Chubb getting demoted all the way down to P6. Seb retains that P2, but Stubbley goes P3, Gio P4, and Mel Carton currently P5. But Vamu and Chubb, the only 2 left on track. He's burning his battery. Across the line, he improves his time, a 134.2. Now a full half second ahead of Seb. We'll jump on board here with Chubb. Coming around here at the end. And he's going to jump in the pits now. Looks like he was out of fuel. We're very close to being out of fuel. And that's going to be our qualifying. Vamu Nubel takes pole with a 134.2. Seb right behind him, 134.7. It's Stubbley right behind Seb with a 134.77. Gio P4, Mel Carton P5. Chubb will retain that P6 with a 134.909. 1/1000th of a second behind Mel Carton. Lead the follower, 134.996. He'll be P7, Cam Tizzle P8. Pablo plays P9 in that Mercedes. Tripa Goat, P10. We've got Kryptonic Swang, BB the best. And we'll get right back to the rest of the order here momentarily. All right. Sweens, you there? Okay. So we'll go into this ourselves then. All right. Vamu, Seb, Stubbley, Gio, Mel Carton P5, Chubb Tucker lead the follower, Cam Tizzle, Pablo plays, Tripa Goat P10, Kryptonic Swang, BB the best, Heavy Chalice, Fragley, Sarazzle P15, Bandute, J Supreme, Nick AC, Cost Mindset, never setting a lap on the inners. He's going to be P19 after setting a 137.8 on the full wets. Welcome back to Contest to Speed.
Contest of speed.
Contest of speed.
Contest of speed.
All right. Reporting to you live from the pits. We are waiting on our drivers to finalize their race strategies, their tire choices, their fuel setups. Looks like we have a dry session at least starting off. Sky's looking blue. I think we got Sweens back in the booth again, ready to rock and roll. Thank God. I was sweating being on my own there. So glad to have the backup. So welcome back, Sweens.
Yeah, my apologies. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. We should be good now. When in doubt, just run to Apple. I think their operating system is fantastic. And I'm just excited to see who's going to execute tonight, Entree, to be honest with you. This track is very fast. It looks like there is a total of 19 turns. I mean, 3 DRS zones, this high speed, especially turn 17, that, you can reach incredible speeds going in there. So who's going to make the dive bombs? Who's going to be the best on the braking? Who's going to be the tire whisperer? There's all these questions I have, and I'm excited to see who's going to execute and have the best output to get that trophy.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. Pablo says 19 turns for him to die on. 19 turns, 19 drivers. They're all very competitive, vying for a spot here. And mindset starting P19, I think that's huge. He's very fast here in AM1. Didn't set a lap on the intermediate tires, so he's P19 with a 138. So he's going to have his work cut out for him tonight. Meanwhile, Vamu up in P1, he's very fast as well. So got the field kind of bookended by some very fast drivers and even more fast drivers in the midfield, spread out through there. Interesting to see how that plays out, especially in this first sector off the start. So many close, tight turns. I think we might have the potential to see a bit of chaos tonight. And because of that, we actually, Cost Bets is live. We have an over-under on the number of DNFs, with the line set at 5.5 DNFs. So if you haven't yet, get your channel points in, get your prediction in for a chance to win channel points. You can spend them on such nice prizes as the Bandoot Cam. You can choose the driver during the race we follow for one lap. You can ask a question during the post-race interview. You can even suggest a future line for Cost Bets with your channel points. We have new options here for that. So get in your bets, and maybe win something today. Also, we'll take this opportunity now while we're still waiting for these drivers to finalize their strategy. Do a little self plug here. If you like what you've seen so far, if you're just joining us or you've been watching for a while, want to be a part of this great community, exclamation point Discord in the Twitch chat will provide a link to our Contest of Speed Discord. Come join the community. It's a great community to be a part of. We have racing for European and American tiers, tiers for all skill levels, and we'd love to have you come out and be a part of it. So again, that's exclamation point Discord in the Twitch chat. Hello, Potty. I missed you too. I missed being here. Glad to be back. Me and Sween's got a great voice too. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. So that being said, okay, so we've covered the weather. We've covered maybe some people starting out of position here. Anything else you think we need to watch out for? Any keys to the race for tonight, Sweens?
Absolutely. I mean, I'll touch on what you said about sector one. It's very tricky, especially turns 1 through 3. You can definitely go too wide up into turn 8 into that DRS if you really keep it clean. So we'll see here as I'm talking, the lights are about to go out. Entree, are you ready for a
I
race
am
in
ready.
Miami?
5 lights out, and we are off here in Miami, Florida for the Miami
These
Grand
drivers are
Prix.
coming out. These drivers are coming out. There we go.
Seb diving in, taking the
Yes,
lead
we
from
are.
Vamu with turn 1. But Vamu's staying right on his tail, and they are so close through here. Coming up alongside, but look, Stubley there. He's not going to let him go by without a fight. He's keeping himself in the mix, so we've got a 3-way fight for the lead right from the go. As they kind of calm down, they start to line up now. Vamu taking that P1, Seb P2, Stubley P3, back into a single file line. We see these drivers spreading out. Vamu starting on the mediums. Everybody on the mediums except for Tripagoat and Seb, who started on the hards. Interesting that Seb started on the hards that far up in the order. But it seems to be working for him so far. We see Vamu's teammate there in the back, lead the follower, swinging out like he's wanting to make the pass there on Mel Carton. Not going to get it done, but Chubb's going to get ahead.
On the inside.
There we go. Hello, welcome back.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I spoke too soon about the Apple operating system, to be honest with you. As I'm talking, Cryptic swaying makes a move on the inside. The Aston Martin going into turn 1, keeping it clean, going through turns 1 through 3. Very, very tight here. Will they go side by side into this nice fast section here, coming into the DRS zone? Who will have the battery? We will find out.
Well, we see it looks like a bit of a 3-way fight here. We got Geo, Kryptonic Swaying, and Pablo all kind of duking it out. Kryptonic Swaying staying right on Geo's diffuser there. And look at him going wide. He's going to go for the overtake around the outside. He's going to get it done. That was a very clean pass from Kryp. Coming out of the DRS now. There we see Mel Carton. He's staying right ahead. Kryptonic's got him in his sights. Looking to put the pressure on. Meanwhile, Pablo picking up a corner cut along the way. And Mindset starting P19. He's already up to P13 now. He gained 6 positions in the first 2 laps. And there goes Kryptonic again, going wide. He's going to get around Mel Carton. Take that P6. And that Aston Martin is on the charge. Meanwhile, right behind him, Geo looking to take a spot from Mel Carton as well. Had the DRS, but so did Carton. Coming up, side by side for a moment, and Pablo right there behind Geo. Almost looked like he was getting into the back of him. They spread out a bit now, though. Keeping it clean through 3 laps, and Bandude already in the pits. Lost his front wing. He's going to have a wing change here. And the Bandude fan club is losing their minds. Fresh wing, lap 3. Onto the hards. Bandude in the pits. Coming out now. He's going to have a large gap, though, to the rest of the field. Chubb Tucker getting passed by Lead the Follower now. Dropping down to P4. Looks like he's a little loose there, trying to get on the power too soon. But he's staying with him, and it's so important here that there's so many long DRS straights here. You've got to stay with the people in front of you, or you can lose time very quickly at this track. Chubb, he's low on battery, low on battery. 9% left. But he's hanging in there. He's going to have the DRS again, and that's going to help him out. But Kryptonic Swaying, he's back there just 1.5 seconds behind and closing. He doesn't have the DRS, but he does have some battery. And he's going to have a battle behind him as well if he doesn't. He's going to need to pick up the pace a little bit. Because Mail, Gio, and Pablo are all gunning for him. Meanwhile, up at the front, Vamu Nubel in that McLaren, he's put a 2-second gap on Stubley in P2. Hasn't had much after sector 1 there of the first lap. You know, kind of got ahead. Hasn't had to fight much for it, and that's allowed him to step out there. 2.3-second gap now. But Stubley and Seb, P2 and 3, they're close and lead the follower as well. And we see Seb closing in the distance there in the braking zone. 0.3 of a second separate 2, 3, and 4. As they come through the chicane here at the end of sector 2. Chubb Tucker picking up another corner cutting, or one corner cutting. And Gio with a 3-second penalty for track limits violations. And that's really going to hurt his race. Currently sitting P8 in that Ferrari. But a 3-second time penalty, I mean, as it stands now, we're only lap 4 of 29, but I mean, that drops him out of the top 10 for sure. Seb managed to take that spot from Stubley, by the way. Stubley hanging right with him. And they managed actually to cut the gap to Vamu now. It's under 2 seconds. And lead the follower closing in behind as well, but they're going side by side through turn 1, wheel to wheel through turn 2. Swap it back and forth, but it looks like Seb's going to hang on. But wait a minute, here comes Stubley down the inside. But Seb's going to hold it as he has the inside on the next corner, and he's going to have it clear now. Very, very, very thin margins here, though, for 2, 3, 4. And we've got a virtual safety car now. Kryptonic Swing out of the race. Let's see if we can see what happens here. We're on board with Sarazzle. And it doesn't look like we're going to get to see. Doesn't look like we're going to get to see what happens with Kryptonic Swing. But he's out. We've got the VSC now. Which isn't going to help our man Bad Dude any. He's still way back. We've got the Delta to here too. Are you back again?
I am like the magic man here. I am Chris Angel Mind for. Okay. You know, it is. Oh, as I'm talking, Nick AC gets a drive-through panel. Yeah, we are in a virtual safety car, so it's a nice little reset. You know, the nerves are down. Looks like DB the Best is making a move. Oh my goodness, are we back to racing?
We are back to racing. Just went back to racing. So yeah, Nick AC looks like he missed the Delta there under virtual safety car. Got a drive.
Oh my goodness, and the wings. And the wings are getting open. The Ferrari makes a move on the Haas. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. Yeah, the connection's spotty. It's hard to just the timing's off. Sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good. So yeah, Gio getting that pass done on Mel Carton now, and he's 1.4 seconds back.
As I'm talking, looks like Chubb Tucker is going. Yep. Awesome.
Let's take a quick look here at the penalties. Gio with a 3-second penalty for track limits. Nick AC had that drive-through. Looks like he may have served it. Yeah, he's got a bit of a gap now to the rest of the field. So I think Nick has served his drive-through. Oh, we got a yellow flag. It's cleared. DB the Best picking up a track limits warning. So yeah, Gio currently with the only penalty. We have 1 DNF now. Remember, the line was 5.5 DNFs. So 5 DNFs is an under. 6 DNFs is an over. Get your bets in there at Cost Bets using channel points if you haven't yet. Still got some time left. I think we got about a third of the way through the time for the Cost Bets now. Gio closing the gap to Chubb Tucker though, 1.1 seconds behind. Chubb losing time to lead the follower ahead. He's 2.6 behind lead the follower. 1 second ahead of Gio. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, holding right at that 2.5 second gap. Slow. He's slower, running slower than lead the follower there in P4. Let's see behind. Gio will be in striking distance within 2 laps of Chubb, so Chubb's going to have to be on the defensive here. Because Gio does get under that 1 second gap. Now he's going to have the DRS available. Chubb has moved up a position, though. He started P6. He's up to P5. Meanwhile, Valmu, he's got a 3 second gap to his teammate in P2. Lead the follower, P2 in that McLaren, 3.2 seconds behind. But he's got Stubley and Seb still right with him. These guys have not separated at all. And they've been duking it out. Chubb looking like he's bringing it in a little bit, though. 1.3 second gap. Gio does have the DRS, and Toss Mindset. Look at this. In that Ferrari, P7, right behind his teammate. He started P19. Well, yeah, let's look at that. Started P19, now P7. That's a gain of 12 positions. I think he's been the biggest winner so far of this race.
All right, Entree, I am back on another operating system. We have moved on to Microsoft. Can you hear me? Hello?
I can hear you. Yeah, welcome back.
All righty. I love it. I love it. I am on Chubb Tucker right now. He is flying through this section here. Will he have a good jump out of turn 8 to catch up to the pack or the DRS? Maybe he might be just shy of it. The Alpine, though, has a good jump. He might be able to make this move on the Red Bull, the Visa Cash App Red Bull. Let's see if he has it. Looks like he might be setting up for that last DRS zone going into turn 17.
And look at that. Yeah,
and as I'm talking about, oh my goodness, looks like the Ferraris are battling through the tight section of.
Was that Gio? Gio spun.
Oh no! Oh my goodness, Gio. It's just like Max Verstappen and his teammate. I'm blanking on his name, but they were battling through. Was it turns 11
oh,
through
and he breaks his wing 16. As he spins around. Oh no, it's just gone from bad to worse.
It's carnage.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness, and the kick's making a move on the Williams, but I don't think the Williams is going to go like that. I think he's going to use that DRS or that battery to catch up and make the move back into turn 17. Will he make the move on the kick car? It doesn't look like it. It's like everyone's kind of. It's like we have got P4 here as COS Mindset makes a move into turn 1 against Chubb Tucker. Oh my goodness, we have some action here as I'm talking about that 10-second time penalty for Heavy Chalice. That is brutal to see.
Yeah, it looks like speeding in the pit lane for Heavy Chalice. He brings that Williams into the pit. He's lost his wing. Doing a wing change.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
it's 10-second penalty city. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Gio's out. Gio retires.
Gio retires. Wow. Carnage for the Ferrari.
Unfortunate. So now
this goes to show how tight the turn section is. What was it? I think it was through turns of 12 through 13. It gets so tight with the walls. You might as well call it Monaco, in that one tight section of the track, because it's very tight and the walls get very thin. As I'm talking, it looks like Alpine. It looks like he's just comfortably staying behind the Red Bull right now. Looks like I guess he's just waiting to pounce.
We're talking about Seb here.
Stubley and the Alpine P3, yeah. P4. Looks like he's just staying right behind. Looks like we do have some action though. P11, his teammate in between the Haas sandwich. Let's see what J Supreme does here. He has great positioning. Will he make the move into turn 17 or turn 1? It's going to be very interesting to see here. And as I'm talking, it looks like oh my goodness. Goat 15 is going in. Mail Carton on the inside line. Who will have the execution on the throttle? It looks like it's good. Oh, and Mail Carton loses the rears for a second. Oh my goodness. And Supreme's right on his back. Will the Alpine make the move?
Going for Sursall now.
He is on the outside. Oh my goodness. Oh, just sees the positions of the kick car. It's okay though, because we are approaching another DRS zone. That's why I love Miami. We are racing here in the midfield.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We see him standing right behind. He's less than 2/10 back from Sursall now. And this is kind of a tricky section too. These wide turns, these wide corners can actually get you in trouble. You can go off track so easy here. or lose the rears, trying to put down more power than it can handle. I mean, he's got the DRS.
Absolutely.
There it is, DRS open. And he looks like he just can't quite do it. Oh, and there they go.
Oh my goodness, and he makes the move. He makes the move last second. Oh my goodness, 7-Eleven always open. The space is always there. Oh my goodness, and the kick car manages it to put that car in front of the Alpine. Will Goat make the move on this DRS? Oh, goes a little wide on turn 16, but he still has the jump. He's using his battery. He's going to make the move early.
Yeah, he's tired of fighting it on that last DRS straight. He's gunning for it this time. 326 kilometers per hour down this straight. And he's going to get the move done. It's going to move him up to P9.
And as we're talking, Mindset makes the move into turn 1 against Stubley. Stubley is not going like that, though. He is very close to him, and the other Alpine is in the picture. Mindset might have the move here, and he's getting a great approach into that DRS zone. I think he's going to make the move, and I really think I think it might be a 2-for-1 here against the Alpine. We'll see coming up here in the next moment. Oh my goodness, they are using the battery. Let's see here if he's going to make the move. Is it going to be a 2-for-1?
Well, it looks like he's getting that wheel. Oh, they're side by side now. And Mindset getting that move done on the outside before the braking. He's got the speed. He's got the pace. That moves Mindset up to P3. And just a little reminder for those of you watching at home, that's Mindset. Started P19. He's now in a podium position. 2.6 seconds back from lead the follower in P2. And right at almost 4 seconds, yeah, about a little over 4 seconds to Bamu in P1. And we are lap 11 of 29, not even halfway through this race. And Mindset has been on the charge.
And Goat is making the move in the most unlikely of spots on the track. Oh my goodness, I think that was a pass on turns 14 and 15, probably the most tedious part of the track, the very tricky chicane. Will he be on the battery, though, coming into turn 17? I'm not too sure. Let's see here if he makes the move. Looks like they're setting up a good move here, though, to get positioning. And as I'm talking, Pablo Plays makes the execution there on the pass into turn 1 against... Oh, looks like Chubb Tucker went to the pits. Okay.
So that's Chubb in the pits now. He went into the pits in P6. Bragley in the pits now as well. As Chubb makes his way out, he looks like he might lose another position here to DB the best. But he's not.
And as I'm talking, we are having some action here in the back of the pack here. P16, Nick AC making the move against Van Doot. Van Doot is holding it off, squeezing him on the track, but the track does open up. It looks like they are wheel to wheel, and he will make the move into turn 17. But will Van Doot respond? We will find out here in the next few moments. And as I'm talking, Nick AC spins the car. Oh my goodness, Van Doot. Oh my goodness, that is amazing right there for Van Doot fans and the Van Doot Club. Just wow, Nick AC just got on the throttle a little too early there in turn 17 and spun those hard rears. Wow.
Just couldn't handle the pressure, and the Van Doot fan club going crazy. I can hear him from here. Meanwhile, up here, P9, Jay Supreme, that Haas, chasing down Sarazzle, who's also chasing down Tripa Goat in P7. His lead the follower comes into the pit from P2, and that moves Mindset up into P2. 3.2 seconds back from our race leader. Well, we've got a three-way battle here, looks like P7. And they're very tight together here. Oh, it's Jay Supreme going way wide. Yep. Oh, he's going to jump in the pits.
Absolutely. Will, I think the kick might have a good... Oh, and it looks like Goat goes into turn 1 a little hot. Looks like he is managing the distance, so I think the kick will have a good jump onto the first DRS here, or technically the second. I'm not too sure on where you place the beginning of the... I want to say that's the... Yeah, it is the first DRS zone. So yeah, we'll see here if the kick makes the move against Goat. It looks like he is setting up. Goat is going wide into turn 7. Looks like a perfect jump for an overtake into turn 11. We will find out here in the next few moments if it will. Looks like he is gaining, and I think he has enough. He doesn't have enough battery, though. He's out of battery, but he still has the wing open.
But he has the speed.
Takes the inside. He has the speed. Will he execute in the braking zone? And it looks like he will. Wow, but Goat is on the outside, not giving it up. He is looking to attack whenever he can. I love this race in here. We are having a fantastic clinic race here with showcasing the clean driving.
Yeah, it has. It's been very clean. Our two DNFs have kind of been solo deals. Oh, Nick AC out as well, and
we have a safety car. Oh my
safety car.
goodness!
Wow, we spoke too soon. The commentator's curse
full safety
strikes
car.
again.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
And this is
Oh,
huge
wow.
for our race leaders. Vamu and Mindset both jumping in the pits now. Vamu going to the hards.
Yeah.
Mindset going to the hards. Stubbly going to the hards. Seb,
Absolutely.
I think he
What do you
missed the
think
pit
the
entry.
what do you think the tire here is going to be? One would assume everyone's going to hards here. You know, it's a
Yeah,
full
I
safety
think
car.
we had everybody. I think there was 3 that started the hards, and then the rest started the mediums. So I think we're going to see a lot of hards here. It's lap 14 and 29. I do not see any softs coming out to play yet.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the leader right now. He is on lap 13 of those hards, so that's going to be interesting. Will he pit? Where will he come out? You know, right now he's P1. Looks like everyone else is pretty good. Band Dude on 10 laps here. Looks like we are having people come out on the mediums. Looks like we have Goat and DB the Best, Cam Tizzle, and Heavy Chalice is on 3 laps with those mediums. So let's see if Goat let's see. Yeah, I think they're going to have a good jump here, with the race restart. So we'll see how those hold up here.
Well, you see, like Heavy Chalice and DB the Best coming out on those mediums. That's their second time in the pits already. I know Heavy Chalice had to replace a wing. Not sure, maybe DB the Best did as well. And Cam Tizzle. So, like, out of the 1, 2, 3, 4 medium runners, 3 of them, this is their second trip to the pits already. So they're kind of free to choose whatever they want tire-wise, you know. But going to the mediums now with 15 laps left to go in the race. It's going to be a tall order for the mediums running them out to the end. So maybe banking on another safety car, or just trying to make something happen here.
Absolutely. No, I think they're setting up their attacks very well. I think they can definitely overtake these hards, especially if they get a good jump out of the restart, you know. But we'll see. We will
Seb
find out
jumping
here.
in the pits now, and unfortunately he missed the pit entry when the safety car came out. So that's really going to hurt him, as the field's already started to bunch up, and he's going to go from P1 now, and he's going to be, if not at the very back, he'll be out pretty close to the back of the pack, coming out on those mediums. But currently 3 drivers out now. We're halfway there to the overhitting on the cost bets prediction. So if you haven't got a prediction in yet, I think this is the time to do it.
And we are having some drama in the safety car. It looks like Supreme had a little incident there. Like the safety car going into turn 1 or something like that. Looks like everything's sorted out though. No big deal.
Safety car is out. We've got a few stragglers here. Cam Tizzle, Bandit, and Heavy Chalice. Kind of far from the pack, trying to catch up now. Other than that, for the most part, the field has already caught back up. I would assume we're going to have one more lap of the safety car before it comes in. So that will be lap 16. I think we'll see a return to green flag, but that's also just a guess. Remains to be seen.
Yeah, quick little random fun fact, man, about this track. It's so interesting for the spectators here. This whole layout here, the way they designed it it's very interesting around Hard Rock Cafe. They have it's like it kind of reminds me of a museum type of layout. They have legacy Ferraris there. They have the history of F1 stuff. They have the models of F1 cars there. Spectators can get real up close. It's a good atmosphere, and I'm glad they were getting more tracks into the United States. It's exciting to see on the circuit.
Yeah, speaking of tracks in the United States right now, in real life F1, doing practice in Las Vegas this weekend. I think right now as we speak, actually, or they're about to finish P1. But another one of the American races. Oh, and Vamu almost hitting the safety car there, getting a little loose, trying to avoid passing safety car. Manages to stay clean, but looks like it was a bit of a struggle.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to manage their tires here. It looks like they're trying to keep temp up, so when they get started here, they can they can get right to the attacking, because I feel like tire temperature is very important, especially right off the jump.
Yeah, and all
'cause
these
you
guys
can
top
get, yep.
top 8 all on the hards as well. So yeah, the getting those tires up to temperature is going to be very critical here.
I'm excited to see who's going to execute.
We see now with our.
Who's going to?
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Who wants it? Who wants it more? You know what I mean? It looks like we have the mix of the Ferraris with the 1-2 or 1-3, excuse me. We have the Visa Cash Apps right next to each other. Oh my goodness, we have the Alpine, however you want to say it, P9, P10. Who's gonna have the attacks? Who's gonna be really, execute in those moments of time going into those braking zones, because it's there. And you have three different chances really with the DRS zones to really attack those braking zones. So who's going to be the best on and off the brakes? I'm excited to see who is going to execute. That is my word of the night for tonight. What do you think here, Andre?
Man, we got Seb here in the Alpine P9, started P2. He's now down into P9, unfortunately, because he was past the pit entry when the safety car came out. So kind of got handicapped there a bit, but he's on the mediums. I think he's got the pace, and looks like they're backing up as the safety car will be going in. But I think Seb has a good chance here. He's got the tire advantage. I think it's key for him to push that advantage early, coming off the safety car restart. And
absolutely. Couldn't agree more, man. It looks like the McLaren is hovering around 60 miles an hour pace right now. It looks like he's in the 40s, the 50s. It looks like he's hovering over 60s. When will he take off? He is taking off right now. Oh my goodness, accelerates into turn 1. Looks like Mindset does have a jump. Oh my goodness, let's see what the Visa Cash Apps can do here. We have definitely some action in the mid pack here with the Alpines and Haas. Looks like everyone gets
up, and
dude gets a 3-second penalty. Oh my goodness.
Meanwhile, look here, Seb moving up already, P8. He's gained a position, already pushing that advantage, and he's chasing after Sarazzle now. But him and his teammate Trepagoat going wheel to wheel. They're swapping around. I don't look for them to fight too much. But
oh yeah,
Trepagoat currently ahead.
Yep. Oh my goodness, looks like the kick is going to make the move against the. We're going wide into turn 11, too wide. Who will be best on the brakes? Oh my goodness! And in the execution as well on all parties. Oh wow, the kick is just squeezing in there around these very tight Monaco section-esque section of the track. Let's see here, and it looks like everyone's coming through clean into this next DRS. Who will have the battery though? I think the battery is there for a few folks to make a move here in turn 17. What do you think, Andre?
You would think that they would have a lot of battery, just coming off that safety car, but it looks like some of these guys have really been burning the battery already off the rip. Currently Seb, 70-80% battery. He looks set up about the best out of anybody. It's DB the best down there at P14, and he's still sitting on 90-something%. And
oh my goodness, in the Alpine, oh my goodness, he just takes the outside of the Surzel or the kick car. Oh, and looks like they are still car to car. Okay, looks like the kick car does see the position for now. Let's see, looks like we are going in, oh my goodness, side by side, turn 7, who will see the position? Pablo Plays sees the position, and it looks like Goat gets a little wide there with the tires. It's like he has a good jump though on the Cash App. Same with Pablo Plays. Oh yeah, he has a very good jump on the Cash App and definitely make the move against Chubb Tucker here into turn 17 DRS.
Chubb definitely feeling the pressure here. His teammate right ahead of him at P4, so now maybe Chubb looking maybe to go on the defensive a little bit here and try and hold off those Alpines from charging up on his teammate. You see him holding that inside line. Good defense for Chubb.
Oh my goodness. And Pablo's on the inside of Goat, and it looks like he sees position there. Might have a good jump into turn 16 here. Looks like he has 86% battery with the wing open. I think he'll be able to make a move here if he decides to use his battery.
Let's jump on board here with Pablo. We see right ahead, Trepagoat going around Chubb Tucker on this DRS straight. Pablo closing the gap as well.
Oh yeah, Chubb is on the outside.
But
Will he
then
keep
look
it
at that.
clean?
What a switchback.
Oh my goodness, we have action in the midfield here. And as a fastest lap from Mindset, not surprising at all. Let's see here. Alpine going through. All of them have their wings open. Little train going here. Pablo Play makes a move on the inside. Chubb Tucker gives him room. And as we're talking, Goat is losing the rear. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a very interesting DRS zone coming into turn 8. Let's see here.
Oh, here, get to the inside of Pablo now. Pablo dropping
We're racing here. We're racing.
Seb getting on the inside there, going around as they come around this long left-hander. Seb's going to be able to hold him off coming into this DRS zone.
Absolutely. Looks like that kit car is going to make that move against that Ferrari. I don't think he wants to stay behind that, or excuse me, the Mercedes. And as I'm talking, that Pablo Plays looks like he is going on the outside into turn 11. Will he make it stick, though?
Look at that.
Is he on the brakes?
His nose in it. Coming to the inside of Serrazzle on the kick.
Oh, wow. And we have a 3-second time penalty for Male Carton. That is brutal to see on lap 19. Let's see here.
Currently got the best seat in the house for this battle.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Exactly that. Exactly that, my friend. Wow. We are racing. It is 10 laps to go. Who's going to have the battery? Who wants it more? Who wants to take that space if it's open? You know, I'm excited to see here. It looks like everyone's kind of just setting up for the next move here. You know, I love Miami, the track. You know, you have all these. You know, you have 3 opportunities and they're not too far away from each other. So all you have to do is just string together a few turns and you'll have a great launch pad to make an overtake.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So now Tripa Goat in that Alpine, he's P5. He's splitting the V cards with Chubb Tucker and Stubley. He's on the hunt for Stubley now. As Chubb tries to hold off Tripa's teammate Seb. So we've got a 4-way battle between V-Carb and Alpine. And it's getting interesting now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And this next turn going into turn 7 is so tricky, as you were saying earlier. It's that long lefter meaning left-hand turn. You know what I mean? So let's see here. Let's see who has the wing open. It looks like Cam Tizzle is going to make the move. They both have the wing open. Cam Tizzle does have 30% battery, enough to make the move. Yes, he will make the move. Oh my goodness, and a little contact, but no harm, no foul. It looks like Pablo Plays is definitely upset about that. He's going through. I don't think he's going to give that up. He has 40% battery going into turn 16 DRS. He's at 50% battery now as I'm talking. I don't think he's going to cede that position too easily. You know, so Cam Tizzle, looks like he doesn't have the best jump though out of turn 11. Will he make the 16, excuse me, will he make the move? Doesn't look like it. I think he's too far back, but he will definitely have a good chance into DRS zone coming into lap 21. So we'll see here.
Meanwhile, right ahead, Seb's got the best
Oh my goodness.
Oh?
Yes. Yep, exactly. Exactly that, like you just said. But will the McLaren cede the position? He has 90% battery. I think he's cooking up something. I think Van Moo's cooking up something here. He has 100% battery. And as I'm talking, oh my goodness, Goat is side by side with Van Moo. The track is getting thin. Oh my goodness, they are side by side going into turn 4. And Van Moo picks up a 3-second time penalty. Oh my goodness, that is brutal to see on lap 21. And Goat is looking very good now, going into turn, what is that? Turn 8. Wow. And we're as I'm talking, Goat gets a 3-second time penalty. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Van Moo is just the relief of the century right there. Oh my goodness. Are they both tied? Are they both tied with time penalties? I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
Let's
so
see here.
P4,
they
P5,
are.
and P6 all with 3-second time penalties. And I tell you who's winning this one now, or who's going to be a winner on this one, Chubb Tucker in P7.
Absolutely.
If he can hang on there.
Yep.
Because he is half a second behind Seb, and he's well within the 3-second from those 3 ahead of him. That could move him up P7 to P4, or P4. You know, that's a huge jump if he can hang on there and let them hards carry him to the end. For lap 21 and 29.
Exactly.
And,
wow. Yeah, I couldn't have said it better, man. Couldn't have said it better. That is unbelievably true. Chubb Tucker is looking very good. It looks like him and his teammate are looking to get very solid points here. If they just execute here, we are in Q4 of the race. Oh my goodness, we are racing here. And what do you think's going through Chubb Tucker's mind? You think he's trying to just maintain until the last kind of 4-3 laps, or do you think he's going to just attack right away?
You know, Chubb's my boy. You know, I know him, and he's struck, like, you know, knock on wood, he has struggled the first 2 races of this season. You know, he needs a good result. He's in position to have a good result. You know, I think he's going to be feeling the pressure a little bit, and it's going to be up to him to deal with that and, you know, put that to the side and just like you say, execute. He certainly has the skill to do so, but it's going to be a battle for him. He's got 7 laps. He's got to deal with the pressure, and these guys are not going to let it come easy for him. And we see he's already got a 1.1 second gap now to Seb. You know, and he needs.
As we're talking, Cam Tizzle makes the move. Oh my goodness, Cam Tizzle and Pablo Plays are going side by side through turns 11 through 16. Looks like Cam Tizzle or Pablo Plays does cede the position though.
Yeah, Cam's sliding right by those side pods of that Mercedes, getting ahead.
Oh, something's happening here.
Oh,
Something's happening. What just happened? Looks like Stubley. Looks like Stubley has had an incident. Maybe spun his tires. I'm not too sure, but he is in P12 now.
Yeah, it looks like there was some pieces of wing on track there.
And Goat is capitalizing with the overtake against his teammate, and he is right on Van Moo, but Van Moo does have 91% battery, so I think you'll be able to fend him off for the time being on these next DRS zones, but, you know, let's see how he manages that battery.
Yeah, going back to Subley, missing both end plates off of his wing. So, yeah, we see him coming in the pit now. Does he swap wings? Does he retire?
I'm not too sure. I think he's hoping for a safety car, honestly.
Looks like he's going to do the wing swap, go into the softs with 6 laps to go. Probably a good call. Maybe try and take that fastest lap for Mindset. It's going to be a tall order because Mindset with a 128.8.
Yeah.
That's he's was at 6/10 of a second ahead of lead the follower in P2 on fastest lap.
As we're talking, it looks like the Alpine, or Alpine, however you want to say it, are battling into turn 11. Looks like Sabaniel makes the move, and we're talking DB Best as well, making the move on the kick car. Will he make it stick? He does make it stick. Will the kick have the launch pad for the second DRS zone? We will see here coming up in a second here. Oh my goodness. Looks like he is snaking through these very intricate section very well. Looks like he has a good jump. He has 28% battery compared to DB Best. He doesn't have, oh, he's going to make the move. He has the wing open. It's a done deal. We'll see here in turn 17. Will he make it stick, though? Looks like DB the Best doesn't have the pace, but he is on the brakes.
Yeah, looks like he just kind of got out of the way, let him by. And good sportsmanship there from DB, knowing he doesn't have it. But look, now he's
Bradley makes the move too. Oh my goodness, against Male Carton. Now I think there might have been something there. Maybe Male Carton got a little too far on the brakes. Cam Tizzle makes the move against Chubb Tucker into turn 1, makes it stick. Wow.
With the final remaining laps, getting on the inside. They were front wheel to rear wheel there for a second, but Chubb eking out that gap now.
Wow. And they're going, oh my goodness, the Red Bull and Kick are going side by side into turn 4. Very high speed section here. Looks like Kick will have the better line going into turn 8. I think he'll have a jump here, especially with the Red Bull not having the wing open, and it looks like he's going to get it done early.
Look, here it goes. He's got the DRS up and then easily gets by. 320 kilometers per hour. Down to the braking. Down to 90. We see Cam.
Man. What is that? Like
P9
3 to P8. Yeah, P3 to P8, man. They are pretty much right near each other. It looks like a snake going through the track.
Yeah, we see like a parade coming down that back stretch now. All in a line, trying to get the.
Oh, he makes the move against Van Moo. Going into turn 17, the Sabaniel, wow, makes it stick. Van Moo is not giving that up, though. He is very close to him, and he's going to have that wing open. He has 80% battery. Will he make the move into turn 1? Very risky move. Doesn't look like he's going for it here. I think he's going to go for it on the first DRS zone, and Male Carton gets another 3-second time penalty. Brutal to see on lap 25.
You know, I said it earlier. You know, off the safety car restart, you know, Seb he's going to have the tire advantage. He definitely had the pace. He started P2. He came off the safety car restart P9. And, you know, I said it is important. He needed to push that tire advantage. Look, Stubley.
Oh, my goodness.
Went to the soft.
Yeah, Pablo Plays. Oh, my goodness. Pablo Plays just made an incredible move on Goat, but Goat is not going like that. He is right there on the back of him. Doesn't look like he has. Oh, he's going to have the wing open, and he has the battery. He is not seating P7 lightly. And as I'm talking, Van Moo makes the move against Sabaniel into turn 11. Oh my goodness. Let's see what happens here. Sarrazzle good on the brakes. Looks like they're not seeing the position though. Looks like Chuck and Famu gets a 3-second time penalty. Oh my goodness,
that's
such
really
a
gonna
relief for
hurt his.
Daniel and Kemp. Yep.
Yeah, and look at that. So Chubb, he managed to bring that gap in. He's right at 1 second now, but like he'll be able to capitalize off of that. And what do we say? Let's look at the penalties one more time. Famu 6 seconds of penalties. Seb with 3. So yeah, Chubb and Cam are really gonna be able, if they can keep it on track, they're definitely gonna be able to capitalize from this. The Seb moving it up to P3 over Vamu. Oh man, it's so tight there.
Absolutely. Looks like we're getting some action here in these final last laps. But it's just brutal to see for Vamu, the 6-second man. Cam Tizzle and Chubb are definitely relieved a little bit here going into lap 27. Looks like they are touching the road, here, and it looks like they are getting a little wide. So let's see how they hold up here. These tires, of course. Looks like everyone's. Looks like Pablo he has the battery to make the move against Chubb Tucker. Will he make the move though a little early? Because it definitely might be a little switchback here with the rhythm. So let's see if he can time this up. Doesn't look like it, but Vamu makes the move against Sabaniel. Wow. As I'm talking, Sarrazzle makes the move against Jay Supreme as well. Looks like they're keeping it clean here through this very tight, intricate section here.
Interesting to note, Chubb just picked up his second track limits warning. So he's got to be very careful now because he's one more and he'll be getting that 3-second as well. And he needs to stay clean. 3 more laps. 26 to 29 now. We'll be coming around to 27 here at the end of this DRS straight.
Will Cam hold the line? Looks like Sabaniel's making the move against Vamu. They are just battling it out here. They are not giving up that spot. He wants to make a statement here. As I'm talking, Sarrazzle makes a move against DB the Best. Looks like DB the Best. Oh my goodness. And Pablo Plays makes a move on Chubb Tucker. We're having all these overtakes. We're racing here. And as I'm talking, it looks like Mel Carton makes a move against Fragley. And
here goes Chubb again.
Oh my goodness.
Wheel to wheel
Cam Tizzle and Vamu. Yep, they're wheel to wheel. Cam Tizzle, Vamu. Who's going to give it up? They are not giving it up. We are coming to turn 4, the high speed section. Looks like Vamu does give it up though. He does seat the position.
Well,
alrighty.
I'm here on board with Chubb and Pablo. Chubb getting the move done on Pablo here.
Looks like Pablo is nuts. Yeah, it looks like Pablo's setting up though. He is setting up. Is he going to make the move though? He's 50% battery compared to Chubb's 35. And Chubb doesn't have that DRS. So we're going to see here, Pablo just decides to make the move here and hopefully makes it stick. And as I'm talking, DB the Best makes the move on Sarrazzle. But Sarrazzle's right there on behind. Let's see, Pablo Plays is going for the outside, and oh my goodness, Chubb Tucker looks like he squeezes that outside line. Pablo Plays is not going like that though. He's upset about that. I can feel it. It looks like he is going into turn 16. Will he make the move there? He has 41% compared to Chubb Tucker's 30% battery, and he has the wing open.
Oh,
will
look
it be
at that,
enough? Chubb,
loose.
Pablo gets a little loose, and that is heartbreaking. Cam Tizzle makes the move against Sabaniel. Oh my goodness, into turn 17. We'll see how these drivers execute coming onto the throttle. As I'm talking, Vamu is taking that inside line into that high braking zone. Oh my goodness, he keeps it on the inside. As we're talking, we have all these overtakes going into turn 17. Oh my goodness, it's hard to keep up.
Yeah, very hard.
We have 2 laps. We have 2 laps left. Entree, how you feeling on this, man? Who's going to execute? Who wants it more?
Man, I mean, you've got me out of breath.
Second penalty.
You've got me out of breath going through this.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's so much
Cam
action.
Tizzle.
Feels like every time I jump someone, it's somebody else is making an overtake.
That's what I'm saying. We're racing here, and DB the Best is right on the back of Sarrazzle. Will he make the move into turn 8? I think he is. He has a very good line, and Goat makes the fastest lap with a 127.7. Back to DB the Best though. He is going into turn 7. It looks like he does get a good exit. Oh, he has a great exit. But Sarrazzle has 70% battery. Will he make the move? He does make the move, and he will have the wing open. I don't think Sarrazzle. Yep, he looks like he's saving his battery. DB the Best makes the move early going into turn 11. Who else is? Oh, we got Sabaniel and Cam Tizzle. Looks like we have oh my goodness, we have so much happening into turn 11 through turn 16. Let's see who has the guts to make the move into turn 17. That high braking zone.
Probably get a little sideways there coming out of that chicane, but he managed to hang on to it. Cam, yeah,
absolutely.
Right at a half second back. He's going to have the DRS, and Vamu is not going to have DRS, and that's going to be huge for Cam.
Oh my goodness, and we got drama at the back of the pack. Stubley and Trip Goat. Oh my goodness, they are going battle to battle. Oh, and they are going into the. Oh wow, it's just too much to keep up. Oh wow, and we are going. Who's going to finish it out?
Looks like Stubley's going to pull out. He's got a 6/10 of a lead now, and but Goat will have the DRS here.
DB the Best makes the move on Sarazzle into turn 1. Wow. But Cam Tizzle is right on the back of Van Moo. Will he make a statement and put his car in front of him on the track into this next DRS? Or will he do it on turn 17? We will find out here next. Let's see who else. Looks like everyone else is kind of
we're on the final lap
near
now.
each other. Yep, we are on the final lap.
This is the time
Cam
for it
Tizzle
to
does. Absolutely. Cam Tizzle has a good jump out of turn 8. Oh my goodness, he has a good jump, and it looks like Van Moo is not going to give up that line easily. Looks like he did a little swerve. 8% battery with Cam Tizzle. I think he's just gonna lay back. Looks like Sabaniel though in the mix. Also Sarazzle and DB the Best going in. Last lap, tire to tire into turn 11. Who will cede the position? Looks like Sarazzle cedes the position for now, but we got that last DRS zone. Who's going to make the move? Looks like P4, P5, P6. It's all pretty close.
Yeah, mindset here, very close to lapping Heavy Chalice, but he's going to come around and he's going to take the win. A last to first for Mindset in the Ferrari. Huge.
Wow.
P19.
And Sarazzle makes the move. Oh my goodness, Sarazzle makes a last minute move into turn 17 on DB the Best. Looks like he is going to cede that position here. Wow, good racing here all around. Fantastic execution from the field.
Chubb managed to hang it in there as well, so he moves up to P5 off those penalties. And that was the result he was looking for. Get him solidly in the points after a couple of rough races for him. Man, this is what a race.
P20, you said P20 to P1? COS Mindset?
Yeah, P19 to P1 for Cost Mindset.
Wow.
Set the slowest time in quali on the full wets, and then came back and ran it up P1.
Made like, you know, Lewis Hamilton in Brazil in that sprint race just ran through the field, essentially.
Yeah.
Oh wow, wow. It just goes to show, man, it's just fantastic execution. Yeah, it looks like Mindset was stringing together the whole track, and he had a commanding lead. Wow.
Yeah, great race. And oh man,
so much action, I couldn't even keep up, Entree, man. Wow. It's like we gotta have multiple people doing, you know, constantly looking at different cars to make sure, you know what I mean? Because they're kind of, I mean, we had some great action here in Miami at the Hard Rock Cafe. Fantastic driving. Driver of today, of course, COS Mindset. P19
no
to P1. There. Jeez, unbelievable. That's just a commanding win there for Mindset.
That's exactly right.
The good to great Mindset.
He's going to hoist the trophy here at the Hard Rock Stadium parking lot. The Ferrari team cheered him on. They're going to spray the Ferrari champagne. The crowd goes wild.
Oh my goodness.
Huge last to first for Mindset. Here's our finishing order for the race. Mindset P1. Oh, uh-oh. There we go. Mindset P1. Lead the follower. Cam Tizzle. What are we doing here? Pablo plays Seb Annual in P5 in that Alpine. Vamu in 6. He had those 2 3-second penalties. Sarazzle, DB the Best, J Supreme, Fragley, P10. Melcart and Stubley. What is going on? Trepagoat, Bandu, Heavy Chalice, P15. Chubb Tucker, P16. Actually, he should be P5. I think he left early. Nick AC, Geo, Kryptonic Swang, the last 3 all DNFs. And that is our finishing order for the Miami Grand Prix here in AM1 for Contest to Speed. So if you bet the over loses tonight. The under wins on the total DNFs tonight. The line was 5.5, 3 DNF. So congratulations to our winners. And to our losers, come back next week and try again. Until then, I think we're going to try and get some driver interviews going. If you have some points you'd like to ask a question, use your channel points down there to suggest a question for post race interviews. And we're gonna try and get these guys in VC. We'll be back momentarily. Welcome back to Contest to Speed.
Contest to speed.
Contest of speed.
Contest of speed.
Chop chop entree. I'm just kidding.
All right, we are here for our post race interviews, sponsored by Trax VR, and we're gonna start out with our P3 finisher, Cam Tizzle. Mr. Tizzle, congratulations on the podium finish. How was that race for you here in Miami?
Extremely chaotic, definitely for sure. Start of the race, I thought it was going all right. Then I realized I had lost my grid spot. But no, it was good. It was good though. There was a little bit of chaos here and there, but everyone was just racing hard or whatever. I think it was mostly clean. Little things did happen here and there, but I think that's kind of the way things go when you got a lot of cars really close together, especially. And we're not pros by any means, so. But it was a fun race. Wasn't really expecting to get a P3, but I'll take it.
Yeah, it was certainly an impressive charge up there for you. Yeah, like you said, it is kind of a tight track, especially in certain sections. And we had actually Sweens and I both had mentioned about wow, it's been really clean racing. And then as soon as we said that, the safety car came out. But yeah, I mean, like it seemed like it was a lot of hard racing. Like for as much hard racing as we saw tonight, it was really clean. Like nobody was just it wasn't any kind of. I mean, obviously not deliberate, but like everybody seemed to be pretty smart about what they were doing for the most part. Of course, we can't see
Right.
everything, but was there? What was I think? What was your biggest struggle maybe across the race distance there at this track?
I think it was just because since I'm like sitting in cockpit view, I think it's just like all the lockup smoke because since everyone was just so close together, so much smoke was being created. So like going into the final braking zone of the track, that hairpin, it made it a little bit tough to kind of see where I was at times, especially in relation to the car ahead, just because there'd just be so much smoke plumage in the air, and I kind of wish they would kind of lower that down. But it is what it is. But I mean, yeah, I think as the race kind of went on, I didn't really do much practice before this, so I kind of was figuring out my braking as the race went along. At the beginning, it was kind of more rough. I wasn't really getting as good of exits, but as the race went along, got a lot better.
Got the feel for it. Um,
Oh yeah.
let's see. So yeah, so so okay, well actually yeah. So like we had the new update before the race. It was supposed to help with the tire smoke. Apparently, according to you, at least in cockpit view, not much of a help. So piloting through
Well,
the smoke was kind of rough.
well, I think it's pretty much back to what it usually has been. It's just the fact that everyone was so close together that you got so many cars creating so much smoke at once that when you have
Uh
like nose to tail racing, like kind of like we did at times, we have like literally everyone within like 3/10 of each other. It felt like, on that back straight going into that final corner. There was a few laps where it was a little much. A little much, especially for sitting so low in the car. I don't race in TV pods, so I don't have like a higher view to kind of mitigate that.
Right. Well, I mean, you made it work. Worked well enough to get you into
Mm.
that P3 spot, the podium spot. Great finish for you. Uh, Coming into a break week, so we're not gonna be here next week. It's a good one to go on break on. Um,
Absolutely.
and I think that's it for me. Sweens, any follow up questions for our P3 finisher Cam Tizzle?
Cam Tizzle, man, congratulations on the P3, man. That was a fantastic win. Or, I think P1, P3, P3, P2, P1, they're all winners in my book, man. And that was fantastic. And it's so interesting how you bring up how the EA executes on the smoke tire, because especially how that hits your perspective. It's like 6-man smoke on Nuketown. It's like you said, multiple cars, multiple cars. Producing that at once, it's definitely testing the game's functions, because I'm sure that smoke doesn't look too real going through those corners. But no, great execution there on the P3 win.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. It was definitely a little fun race. So, yeah, good way to end the break on. So, good thing, because me and DB have been kind of struggling for points or whatever. So it's good to get ourselves a good little point finish as far as team play goes going into the break.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Well, once again, congratulations. And with that, I think we're going to move on. Lead the Follower has not joined us in the VC for interviews, so we'll jump to our P1 finisher, Cost Mindset in the Ferrari. Mindset. Brother, glad to have you back.
Hello, brother.
Had to take a little break there for work. First
Yeah.
race back in the new season, and boy, what a race it was to come back on. I was struggling, and man, we gotta roll the meme. You just
Yeah.
witnessed the mindset masterclass.
I,
P19 to P1. What about that?
I had to show out for you, brother. I missed you.
Well, man, I missed you too. I appreciate it. Yeah. So, talk to me about that qualifying. You were the only driver, I
Oh,
believe, that didn't set a time on the inners. So you had the full wet time. It was like a 1:38, and ended up starting P19. Was that on purpose, or just ran out of time, or just couldn't get a
no,
lap down?
no.
Or
I was confused, like how the weather was playing out, because it said it obviously was raining in quali, and then in the race it said it was like a 5% chance or so. So I was kind of tripping on that, but no, I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna send it with a full dry setup. Shout out my teammate Gio. It's unfortunate what happened. I'll have to look back at that, but no, his setup was great. But yeah, I was flying on the wets. I went to the inners, and I just wasn't expecting the amount of grip that I had into turn one, and just cut that very slightly. But I finished the lap, and I would have been pulled by like 7/10 or something. So it's unfortunate, but it made for a good race. So
yeah, yeah. So speaking of Geo, what happened there? It looked like you guys were kind of like wheel to wheel, and then made a little bit of contact, and he got sent spinning. Kind of talk us through that for a minute.
I mean, yeah, I'll definitely have to look at it from my POV. But during, like, when it happened, it felt like I didn't touch him at the point where he spawned. It was unfortunate. I definitely should have been more patient on him. It's kind of ignorant. I thought he was gonna let me through just a little bit, just because how quick I was climbing through the field. But I definitely should have been more patient. And I guess from the stream I saw Potty talking trash, so it looked like I took him out. So I'll have to look back at it, but it's definitely unfortunate.
Yeah, it looks like Daddy Mindset was taking up for his boy though. Saw
I know. I saw that.
saw him and Potty getting into it, which is fine. We love to have a little we need to have a little drama, a little controversy, keeps things fresh. But no, yeah. So I mean, just unfortunate, but unfortunate for Geo. Worked out for you.
Yeah.
On the charge, got that P1. Um, did the safety car, did that mess with your strategy at all, or was it just kind of a well-timed safety car for you?
No, it was a perfect time safety car. Potty also saying I'm lucky. Number one hater in the chat, man. But no, I was pitting on that lap anyway. I was following Vamu, so it worked out perfectly. So yeah.
congratulations once again from me. Sweens, anything to add before we take it out of here?
Congratulations on the P1, man. I mean, like you just said, P19 to P1. Enough said. Period. That's all you really need to know. So I'm excited to see what the data is looking like for how because we have all these metrics and stuff,
Oh
which is
yeah.
incredible. So I'm interested to see what the what your data looks like for that race, because I'm sure it's going to be something we haven't seen.
Yeah, it was
So
it was interesting because I kept like after the hards, after I got ahead of Vamu, I don't know why he really let me break away. I thought I kind of caught him sleeping in the first sector and gained like 7/10, but he had DRS on me, and I still pulled the second on him in the back straight. So it was kind of weird, but no, I was really quick through the Mickey Mouse section. But I kept looking at my lap time, and I was hitting like the same time, like 7 laps in a row. It was super consistent.
Well,
yeah, no,
yeah,
fantastic. Yeah, fantastic execution across the board, man. So you would rate the Miami track a thumbs up?
Well, it's funny. Hey, I say this every week. It's always true. I never practice for the races. I didn't even know the track until like 2 hours before the race. Um, I honestly didn't really expect to do good in Miami. I don't really like the track, but I guess now I'll love it.
There you go. There you go. Wow.
yeah. Well, congratulations once again, man. Glad to have you back in
Yeah.
here. Glad to be in
Yeah,
here with
thank
you.
you, man.
And well, I guess we won't see you next week, but have a good Thanksgiving,
Yeah, you
and
too,
we'll
boys.
catch you the week after.
Cheers.
Here.
All right, and with that, I think we're going to call it a night here for AM1 Contest of Speed. Sweens, any closing thoughts on this race, man?
Oh man, the connection issues was a hardship today, man. We went from Windows operating to Apple operating to back to Microsoft through the Xbox operating system, and it looks like the Microsoft Xbox operating system through Discord was the winner, because it looks like my connection held up after getting on the Xbox Discord. So very thankful that my connection held up tonight, and I'm excited to see what the future holds with what these guys are doing here, because that racing was fantastic.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Banger of a race, action from start to finish. A lot of close racing all the way through the field. Um, Excellent race. Um, and that being said, if you liked what you saw on track, you'd like to be a part of this great on track action. Exclamation point Discord in the Twitch chat will provide a link to the Contest of Speed Discord. Come join the Discord. Be a part of our community. We've got racing American tiers. We've got racing for European tiers, and the tiers for all skill levels. We'd love to have you come out, be a part of it. Even if you're not interested in competitively racing like in a league format, we have a lot of social races as well. And it's just a great community to be a part of. I've been here for, I think this is my 4th season now, and I wouldn't want to call anywhere else home. So yeah, come join us! Exclamation point Discord in the Twitch chat, and that will provide you the link to the Contest Speed Discord. That being said, I think that pretty much gets us everything caught up. Like we said, we do have a break next week for American Thanksgiving, but we will be coming back December 3rd through the 5th, racing at Brazil, Interlagos. That will be December 3rd through 5th, starting Thursday with, starting Tuesday, sorry, with EU3. And that'll be 9 p.m. UK time. I think that's 4 p.m. Eastern. And then AM2 and AM1 will be coming at you Wednesday and Thursday, respectively, 9 p.m. Eastern. As well as, I guess, EU2 and EU1 as well, 9 p.m. UK. So come join us the week after next. We're going to take a little break this coming week. So everybody have a good break. And thanks for joining us tonight. And until then, I'm Electric Entree, joined by Sweens. This has been AM1 for Contest of Speed. Good night.
We just don't wanna leave. You'll find out that don't know one monkey stop no shit. You probably was crying because they was ugly in the first place. You see, I've cried before, so those of you that know what it is to have cried, if you found somebody that you care about today, this song is for you. Is there anybody out here tonight that I in love? Let me see. None over here? Oh, you supposed to have your hand up, honey. You. Because see, you are the lucky ones. For those of you that are truly in love, this song is for you. For those of you that don't have anyone for yourself, well, suffer.